All right, so get this. You've got 10 days.
10 days.
To experience Anatolia, modern-day Turkey.
Wow.
And, this itinerary. This itinerary's packed.
Yeah.
We're talking ancient cities.
Really packed.
Crazy landscapes, enough history to make your head spin. We're going to break down the must-knows for each stop.
Okay.
And take you on a deep dive through this incredible region.
Anatolia is fascinating.
I know, right?
Because it's not just like one civilization. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's layer upon layer of empires.
Empires.
Rising and falling.
Yeah.
Each one leaving its mark.
Yeah.
It's like a giant historical puzzle. We're going to help you put the pieces together.
Love that. Love that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay. You're starting off in Istanbul.
Yeah.
For the first 3 days.
3 days in Istanbul.
Which is a city.
It's one of those cities that just grabs you.
It grabs you.
The energy, the history.
See Bosphorus.
The way it sits right there on the strait. Connecting Europe and Asia.
Connecting Europe and Asia.
Talk about strategic location.
I mean, that's why it's been such a pride
location
throughout history.
This is Constantinople, capital of the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah.
Then as the heart of the Ottoman Empire.
It's been a crossroads of cultures.
Crossroads of cultures for centuries.
For centuries.
And you'll see that reflected in everything.
In everything.
From the architecture.
Yes.
To the food.
To the people.
To the people.
Okay, so the itinerary has you hitting the spice market.
On day 2.
Day 2, yeah.
I could practically smell it from here.
Oh, I know.
All those spices.
Amazing spices.
And the Turkish delight.
Turkish delight. Oh, yeah.
It's a total sensory overload.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The spice market, or the Egyptian bazaar, as it's sometimes called.
Right.
It's an experience.
Yeah. It's also a glimpse into Istanbul's role as like a trading hub.
Oh, interesting.
A place where East meets West.
East meets West.
All those spices came from all over the world,
Yeah.
traveling along ancient trade routes.
Then you've got a private cruise on the Bosphorus.
Oh, wow.
Which I think has got to be like...
That has to be the most incredible way to see the city.
To see the city.
I mean, gliding past palaces.
Yeah.
Ottoman mansions with the sea breeze in your hair.
Oh, yeah.
It's like something out of a movie.
Out of a movie.
Definitely cinematic.
Yeah.
But you're not just seeing beautiful buildings.
No.
You're seeing the legacy of those empires we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see Ottoman palaces like Topkapi.
Yeah.
But also Byzantine structures.
Wow.
Like Rumeli Fortress.
Okay.
It's a visual reminder of how Istanbul's history is layered and complex.
I'm geeking out a bit here.
I know.
But you can't go to Istanbul without seeing the Hagia Sophia.
You can't.
I mean, It's been a church.
It's been a church?
A mosque.
A mosque.
And now a museum.
And now a museum. That's got to be some kind of record.
Oh, all right.
It really is a symbol of Istanbul's layered history.
That's true.
Built by the Byzantines as a cathedral.
Yeah.
The Hagia Sophia's massive dome was meant to represent the heavens. When the Ottomans conquered the city, they added minarets and transformed it into a mosque.
Into a mosque.
Literally changing the skyline.
Wow.
It's a powerful visual representation of how empires shift and change.
Gives me chills just thinking about it.
Really?
You're also going to visit Topkapi Palace.
Topkapi Palace.
Which was the home of the Ottoman sultans.
Home of the Ottoman sultans for centuries.
Yes, centuries.
Yeah.
The harem section.
Ah, the harem section.
This whole world within the palace.
This whole world within the palace.
But the sultan's family lived.
That's right.
I mean...
Yeah, the harem wasn't just about luxury, though.
No.
It was also a place of power and intrigue. The women who lived there, including the sultan's wives and concubines, could wield significant influence.
Really?
They could shape decisions and affect the course of history.
Wow, okay.
It's a reminder that power can operate in unexpected ways.
So on day 4, you're off to Ankara.
Ankara.
Turkey's current capital.
The current capital.
I find it fascinating that Ataturk, the founder of modern Turkey, chose Ankara specifically to symbolize a break?
A break from the Ottoman past?
From the Ottoman past.
Moving the capital inland to Ankara was a deliberate choice.
Really?
To represent a new secular Turkey focused on progress.
Wow.
You'll see this reflected in Ankara's architecture, by the way.
Okay.
Which is much more modern compared to Istanbul.
Oh, that's interesting. You'll be visiting
the
Museum of Anatolian Civilizations in Ankara.
The Museum of Anatolian Civilizations, yes.
Which is like a crash course.
It's a crash course.
In the history of the whole region.
That's right.
They've got artifacts from all these different periods.
They do.
Hittites, Phrygians.
Hittites, Phrygians, Lydians.
Lydians. You name it.
You name it. It's a great way to get a sense of the scope.
It is.
Of Anatolian history.
Of Anatolian history. To understand that Turkey's story
right.
goes far beyond just the Ottomans and the Byzantines.
Yeah.
One of the most impressive exhibits is dedicated to the Hittites, a Bronze Age empire.
Oh, wow.
That was incredibly powerful and influential.
You know,
yeah.
I love those moments in museums.
Oh, I do too?
Where you see an object, it just hits you.
Hits you.
People thousands of years ago made this.
Made this.
Touched this.
Touched this.
It's like a direct link.
A direct link to the past.
To the past.
You'll experience that again at Ataturk's mausoleum.
Oh, really?
In Ankara. It's this massive, imposing structure reflecting the reverence that Ataturk is held in.
Held in.
By the Turkish people.
By the Turkish people. It's not just a tomb.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of his vision.
Oh.
Or a modern Turkey.
Okay.
From Ankara, you're heading to Cappadocia.
Okay.
And honestly, this is where things get really wild.
Really wild.
But before you get to those incredible landscapes, you're stopping at a historic underground city.
You're stopping at an underground city.
How cool is that?
That's so cool.
It's more than cool. Yeah. It's a testament to human ingenuity and survival. These underground cities were carved out of the soft volcanic rock.
Wow.
Offering refuge during times of invasion.
Oh, wow.
They had everything. Living spaces, ventilation shafts, even chapels.
Wow.
Imagine living your whole life underground.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay.
Cappadocia itself.
Cappadocia.
It's like stepping onto another planet.
It is.
The fairy chimneys, the rock formations, the whole vibe.
The whole vibe is just surreal.
It's just surreal. You've got 2 full days to explore.
You do.
And trust me, it's not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough.
I know.
What you're seeing in Cappadocia is the result of millions of years of geological processes.
Millions of years.
Millions of years. Volcanic eruptions covered the area in ash.
Okay.
Which hardened into tuff.
Whoa.
Then wind and water eroded the softer rock.
Yeah.
Leaving behind those incredible shapes.
Wow.
It's a landscape that's constantly changing, even today.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome back to our deep dive into your Anatolian adventure. Last time, we left off with you about to
experience
see the worldly landscapes
of Cappadocia. Get ready.
All right.
Because you'll be exploring the Graham Open Air Museum.
Graham Open Air Museum.
Which is like a time capsule.
Oh, wow.
Of Byzantine art and spirituality.
What makes Graham so unique?
Well, what makes Graham so unique is that it's not just one building.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole complex of churches and monasteries.
Monasteries.
Carved directly
into those incredible
rock formations.
Rock formations.
And the frescoes inside.
Yeah, the frescoes. What about those?
They're amazingly well preserved.
Oh, wow.
Giving you a vivid picture of Byzantine religious art. And beliefs.
I've seen pictures.
Oh, yeah.
And they're unbelievable.
They're unbelievable.
Are
so colorful.
And detailed. It's like stepping back in time.
It's like stepping back in time.
And seeing the world. Through the eyes. Of those early Christians.
That's exactly the feeling you get.
I know, right?
Think about it. These artists were using natural pigments. From the earth. To create these masterpieces.
Wow.
And they've lasted for centuries. It's a reminder that beauty and art can endure even in the most unexpected places.
Okay, I have to ask.
Okay.
Is it really worth getting up before dawn?
Before dawn.
For a hot air balloon ride. Over Cappadocia.
I mean, the pictures look amazing.
They do look amazing.
But is it just a tourist trap?
Or is it
truly something special?
Yeah.
It's truly special.
Okay.
Imagine floating silently.
Yes, silently.
Over this surreal landscape.
As the sun rises.
Painting
the fairy chimneys.
With gold and pink hues.
Oh, wow.
It's a perspective you just can't get.
You can't get from the ground.
You see the vastness of the region.
You see the vastness, the way the valleys and formations weave together. It's a feeling of awe and wonder. And a reminder of the power of nature to create beauty.
I'm sold.
Sorry.
After you've soaked up all that natural beauty.
You'll be
checking out some of the local artisanal workshops.
artisanal workshops in Cappadocia.
In Cappadocia, they're known for their pottery carpets. And onyx carvings. Right?
And onyx carvings. Cappadocia has a long tradition.
Of craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Using techniques that have been passed down for generations. It's a chance to see the connection between the landscape and the people. How they've used the natural resources to create art and beauty.
I always love
Me too.
Those kinds of experiences when you're traveling, seeing how local traditions are kept alive.
Okay. From the surreal landscapes of Cappadocia, you're heading to Pamukkale, which is famous for those white terraces.
Yeah. They look like something out of a dream.
They do. They really do.
What are they exactly?
Yeah, what are they?
They're actually formed by mineral-rich hot springs cascading down the hillside.
Oh, wow.
Over centuries, the calcium carbonate in the water has created these dazzling white terraces and pools.
It's
like a natural spa.
Wow.
And it's absolutely breathtaking. I bet the pictures don't even do it justice.
I don't think so.
It makes you wonder, how do they preserve a place like that with so many tourists?
With so many tourists visiting. It's a delicate balance. They've had to implement strict rules.
No, really?
To protect the terraces. Right. Like limiting access. To certain areas.
Okay.
And requiring visitors to walk barefoot.
Barefoot?
It's a reminder that we have a responsibility.
Yes.
To preserve these natural wonders. For future generations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On your way to Pamukkale, you're stopping at the Sultan Caravanserai.
Now,
what exactly is a caravanserai?
Well, think of it as an ancient roadside inn.
An ancient roadside inn.
During the Seljuk era.
That's
a Turkic dynasty that ruled Anatolia.
Okay.
From the 11th to the 13th centuries.
Okay.
These caravanserais were essential stops.
Along
the Silk Road. Merchants and travelers. Would rest, resupply. And trade goods within their walls.
So it's not just a building.
No, it's not just a building.
It's a glimpse.
Into
a whole network of trade. And cultural exchange. That stretched across continents.
It's
amazing.
And Sultan is one of the best preserved examples of Seljuk architecture. You'll see those distinctive pointed arches. Intricate stonework. And a central courtyard.
It's a chance to step back in time.
And
imagine
those
Silk Road travelers passing through from Pamukkale. You're going to Ephesus, which I've heard is one of the most impressive Roman ruins
in the world. What makes Ephesus so special? Ephesus was a major city. In Roman Asia Minor.
Okay.
A hub of trade and culture.
What's remarkable
is how much of the city has been excavated and preserved. You can walk down marble streets. See the remains of shops and houses. And visit the Grand Amphitheater. Which once held thousands of spectators.
So you can actually get a sense. Of what life was like. In a Roman city. That's incredible.
It is?
What are some of the must-see sights in Ephesus?
Oh, well, the Library of Celsus. Is iconic. Its facade is incredibly ornate. With columns, statues. And intricate carvings. It's a symbol of Roman learning. And culture. Then there's the Temple of Artemis. Which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Only a single column remains.
Really?
But it still gives you a sense of its grandeur.
And
for a more personal touch. Visit the terrace houses. These were homes for wealthy Ephesians. And the mosaics and frescoes inside are stunning.
It sounds like Ephesus is a place.
It is a place.
Where you can really immerse yourself in history.
Exactly. And you'll continue that journey. Through time. When you visit Pergamon. Which is known for the Asclepion. A healing sanctuary dedicated to Asclepius.
Dedicated to Asclepius.
The Greek god of medicine.
Now I know the Greeks and Romans were pretty advanced when it came to medicine. But what exactly did they do?
What exactly did they do at the Asclepian?
At the Asclepian.
It's a combination of things.
The combination of things.
Herbal remedies, baths, massages, even dream interpretation.
Dream interpretation.
People would come from all over the Roman Empire.
From all over.
Seeking cures. It was a place of healing.
Healing.
But also a center of learning.
A center of learning.
Where doctors shared knowledge. And developed new treatments.
It's fascinating to think about.
I think so too.
How ancient medical practices have influenced
modern medicine.
It's a reminder that the search for healing and well-being is a universal human experience.
It is.
Connecting us across time and cultures.
From the healing sanctuary of Pergamon,
Pergamon,
you'll be traveling to Izmir, a vibrant coastal city. Where you'll have the opportunity to visit a local leather factory.
Izmir has a long tradition. Of leatherwork. And you'll see skilled artisans. Using techniques that have been passed down for generations. It's
a chance to appreciate the craftsmanship and artistry involved. In creating beautiful and durable leather goods.
And maybe pick up a souvenir or two.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a gorgeous leather jacket.
Or
a bag.
The perfect reminder of my Anatolian adventure.
Definitely. And as you browse those leather goods, think about the connections. Izmir has been a port city. For centuries. Connecting Anatolia. To the wider world. Through trade. That leather you're admiring might be made from hides sourced from different parts. Of the region. A tangible link to the interconnectedness of this land.
Me too.
Those kinds of connections.
Wow, it's amazing.
Okay. Brace yourself.
Yeah.
Your next stop is Troy. The legendary city immortalized in Homer's Iliad.
The legendary city. Wow. I'm getting goosebumps.
I know, me too.
Just thinking about it. Welcome back to our deep dive.
We've journeyed from the bustling streets of Istanbul
to the surreal landscapes of Cappadocia.
And now we're heading to a place
that's
straight out of legend.
Troy. Troy is one of those places that captures the imagination. It's a city.
It really is.
That's been woven into our collective consciousness.
I know, right?
Through myths. And stories.
The fact that you'll be standing on the actual ground where those legends may have unfolded.
It's pretty incredible.
It's mind-blowing. I mean, we've all heard the tales of the Trojan War.
Yeah, the Trojan War.
The wooden horse, Helen of Troy.
But what's interesting
is that Troy isn't just about myth.
It's not just about myths.
It's also an archaeological site.
Oh, wow.
With layers of history. Dating back thousands of years.
The Troy you'll see.
Yeah, the Troy you'll see is not the grand city.
No.
Described in Homer's Iliad.
Right.
It's an archaeological site, revealing the remnants of different civilizations that inhabited that very spot. Over millennia. It's a testament to the depth and complexity of Anatolian history.
Yeah.
Showing that the stories we tell ourselves about the past are always intertwined with real places. And real people.
It makes you realize that history isn't just about dates and battles.
No, it's not.
It's about the lives of people.
Their cultures.
Their struggles and their triumphs.
You'll get a sense of that at Gallipoli, too. It's a place that commemorates a different kind of history.
Oh, okay.
A more recent and somber one.
Okay.
The Gallipoli campaign during World War I was a brutal conflict resulting in significant casualties. On both sides. It's a powerful reminder of the human cost of war. And a place for reflection and remembrance.
It's important to acknowledge those difficult chapters of history.
It is.
It's easy to get swept up.
I know.
In the beauty and wonder. Of ancient sites. But places like Gallipoli remind us that the past is full of complexities.
It is.
And that we have a responsibility to learn from it.
Absolutely. And from those poignant reflections, you'll be heading back to the vibrancy of Izmir.
Back to Izmir.
Where you'll experience the city's long tradition of leatherwork.
That's right. Leatherwork.
It's a chance to appreciate the artistry and skill involved.
The artistry and skill involved.
In this ancient craft. And maybe even bring home a beautiful reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Of your journey.
I have to admit, I'm already picturing myself strolling through the Izmir markets.
Oh, yeah.
Searching for the perfect leather jacket.
It's a great place to find unique and high-quality leather goods.
High-quality leather goods.
But as you're shopping...
As I'm shopping.
Consider the connections.
The connection.
Izmir has always been a city of trade.
Okay.
Linking Anatolia to the Mediterranean and beyond.
Wow.
Those leather goods represent a continuation of that legacy.
Oh, wow.
Connecting the past.
The past.
To the present.
From the bustling markets of Izmir.
Yes.
You'll travel back in time.
Back in time.
Once more to Ephesus.
To Ephesus.
One of the most well-preserved Roman cities.
Well-preserved Roman cities in the world. Ephesus gives you a vivid glimpse. Into the grandeur and sophistication. Of the Roman Empire.
You can wander down marble streets.
Marble streets lined with columns.
Imagine
the chariots rattling over the paving stones.
Wow.
And almost hear the echoes of the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
In the grand amphitheater.
It's amazing to think about how much of Ephesus...
I know.
...has survived.
It's incredible.
What are some of the must-see sites there?
Well, the Library of Celsus. Is an architectural marvel. Its facade is incredibly ornate with statues and intricate carvings. And it once housed... thousands of scrolls.
And then there's the Temple of Artemis. Which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world.
One of the 7 wonders. Even though only a single column remains.
A single column.
It's still an awe-inspiring sight.
It's like those ruins hold the stories.
They do.
Of the people who live there.
They do.
Their dreams, their beliefs, their daily lives.
It's
a reminder that history isn't just about events.
No, it's not.
It's about the human experience.
Exactly. And you'll continue that journey through the human experience at Pergamon. Home to the Asclepian, a healing sanctuary dedicated to Asclepius,
the
Greek god of medicine.
It was a place where people sought cures for their ailment. And where medical knowledge was shared and advanced.
It makes you wonder, what did those ancient healers know?
What did they know?
That we've forgotten.
And what can we learn?
And what can we learn from their approach? To health and well-being.
Those are great questions to ponder.
Yeah, they are.
As you explore the Asclepian.
It's a reminder.
That
the search for healing and understanding the human body. Has been a constant throughout history.
And as your incredible journey through Anatolia comes to an end. You'll have one last chance to savor the vibrant energy of Istanbul. Before you head home.
As you reflect on your experiences.
Yes.
Consider the threads that connect the ancient world. To the
present. From the architectural wonders of Ephesus. To the spiritual echoes of Cappadocia.
Anatolia is a tapestry woven from layers of history. Culture. And human stories.
What a journey it's been.
I know, right?
We've only scratched the surface, but hopefully this deep dive has sparked your curiosity and given you a sense of the richness and wonder that awaits you in Anatolia.
Safe travels.